Although by all official designations, the term heavy tank is very much outdated. If there's one tank that deserves this notion, in my opinion, it's the Challenger 2. I love this tank. Besides mobility, this tank has everything. Also, before I continue talking about this absolutely wonderful tank, I'm gonna reasonably label the entire War Thunder community as a bunch of people with skill issues, not the entire, but 90%, because y'all are complaining about the BMPT for no fucking reason. The BMPT does not need to sit at 11.7, let alone higher. Jesus Christ, y'all. Like, come on. It's everything bad about the BMP in a larger package. And I'm not even trying to defend it because I have it. I don't. I can show you later. But there are much more powerful tanks that do not nearly get the same treatment as the poor BMPT. And I'm gonna call it poor because it's just pathetic. I didn't know why why the people came up with the myth of Russian bias. Like, come on. If you have even half a brain cell, you can take out any single Russian tank. Clearly my teammates don't, because otherwise that BMPT should have been already dead long by now, but that DS is gonna take it out. Oh, speaking of the Terminator. Shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, right. I'm a Challenger. Seriously, the Challenger feels so much more survivable than any other MPT. And I'm putting the Leclerc and Type series, which have auto-loaders. I love those, but I don't know, I just find the Challenger so much more survivable. Oh, another worthless bastard. But yeah, what I mean by this being a heavy tank, unfortunately I don't have all the clips of the frank bullshit that I have survived in this tank, but this thing can take a beating and slug it out. Like, frontally, unless people aim for the semi-obvious weak spot, which, spoiler alert, nobody fucking does, you can straight up tank anything. Like, I've tanked Vickers missiles. Just effortlessly bounce, like, 3 at the same time. I'm gonna risk the artillery. See how many bugs can Dumko encounter. First bug, I don't get the X-ray of where I shot a man, which is odd. Okay, it's the TTD. Give me those machine gun rounds. I just realized the challenge doesn't get the reload for the coax. Huh, that's odd. If you struggle with tanks, like Russian tanks, just play the Challenger, honestly. The British tech tree, contrary to the anti-memes, is actually very fun. Like, obviously from the side, no MBT is really good. But, frontally, the thing is, like, the way the guy shot me, he hit me actually perfectly on where I hit all 3 of my career. Spall liners? When does a Challenger get spall liners? I did not know those were a thing. No way we have a nuke. Yes, we have a nuke. And it's an M1 KVT. In a full up tier. Against Russia. And is it this who shot down a fucking MiG-23? What the fuck? Okay. I'm hearing this correct, that there's a missile launcher here. Chrysanthema? Am I going crazy? Oh well. Match is over anyway. Nuke out. Alright, first match. 3 kills, not too bad. Considering how fucking slow I am. Like, seriously though, I wish I had the footage of me casually tanking Vickers and 152mm APFSDS. Also, an interesting tidbit about the Challenger. This shell is rated for anti-ERA. Now, as probably most of the community is confused with how hold on. Russian ERA can block APFSDS. That's unrealistic. Actually, it's not. Explosive reactive armor, at least the modern variant, like, I think it's a relict, but I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. But yeah, more modern ERA is designed to block kinetic rounds. Hell, I think I can. So I'm gonna look and then put it on screen if I am correct or not. But I think also the Tusk armor on the M1A2 Seb V2. We don't have the Seb V3 yet in game. You don't have another Abrams in the game. Fucking seriously, the United States, do something about the Abrams. Like, it needs to be replaced, it's outdated. Why do you think the birds are semi-successfully trying to procure a new Challenger variant? Because the old one is outdated. I'm gonna throw this in, nothing fancy. What I meant by a new variant... Okay. What I mean by that is something unique about the... I want a new Abrams, like, not just the Seb V3 or Seb V4, whatever the newest Seb is, nor... Okay, I am not entirely sure about the M1E3, which is the newest variant, basically the Abrams X, but more of a combat, actually feasible. I'm gonna throw the picture on screen. Uh, it's... I guess it is what I am sorta asking, but I don't know. The reason why I mentioned that, talk about the Challenger 3 a little bit is primarily because it uses of course we don't have the true Challenger 3 in the game, not yet at least. Not the I don't think this one counts. So but I'm not entirely sure. Let me really quickly. Yeah, this one is a false Challenger 3. Let's mark into a regular Challenger. Oh, there. I am getting off topic. What was I gonna say? My point is, the Challenger 3 is a next step in the Challenger evolution. It isn't just a bunch of add-on armor slapped onto it. It has newer optics, a newer gun, or more specifically, it uses a a smoothbore gun instead of a rifled gun of the previous Challengers. To be exact, it uses the L55, which is Leopard 2's gun, if I'm not mistaken. And this is exactly what I mean in comparison to stuff like the SEP. The SEP is... I don't even know what's new about the SEP. I'm gonna put what's new on the SEP in a text form, and also I am struggling so hard to record this part because I honestly cannot get my... I started ranting and now I don't know how to finish that rant, honestly. But I don't want to remove the rant. So the thing with the M1E3, yes, it is a... how should I say it? It is basically a service-ready Abrams X. It uses many technologies from the Abrams X, primarily the fact that it's an unmanned turret with an autoloader, which is simultaneously based off the Abrams X, but also the TTB, which was the very first unmanned turret test on an Abrams-style chassis in the United States. Now, the thing is, it also gets a Javelin launcher, which replaces the Switchblade launchers on the Abrams X, because the Abrams X did have Switchblade launchers. The M1E3 is gonna carry a Javelin, but the M1E3 is less of a response to the Armata, more so stuff like the Asalon, the French and German unmanned turret MBT that is so far in the same state as the Abrams X. Very much just a test bed, no further plans are currently made public. The reason why I'm not bringing up the KF-51 Panther is because that's just Rheinmetall going, yeah, let's build a tank of the future. So not much information where that is going to go. So yeah, I'm not saying that the Abrams platform is bad. I'm just saying that before I even learned of SEP v4, well, before I really did any research, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't doing much research. I just decided to look it up. SEP v3 is basically on par with the 2A8, Leopard 2A8, and the new Challenger 3. In terms of the Leclercs or other Western MBTs, I don't know, in all honesty. Well, not much there to really know, considering the Leclercs are still the same and so are the Arietis. But yeah, it is definitely a more modern improvement. So yeah, I'm not shitting on the Abrams because I want to shit on the Abrams. I guess I just see all these other countries in Europe innovating, trying to make a new tank, and then America is just, oh, let's slap this on the Abrams, let's slap this on the Abrams. And with SEP v4 and them basically trying to make more parts commonality with stuff like the Bradley, I feel like they are more going back to the McNamara style of thinking back during the Cold War. For those who don't know, Robert McNamara was I'm gonna put his stuff on the I'm gonna put his position on the screen because I'm going off the top of my head. Just right now, I am basically spitting stuff. If you want to correct me in the comments, do so. Right? You're incorrect, and this. Please also cite your sources because I'm not doing much research, admittedly, and I am too lazy right now to really search up detailed stuff, so I will make mistakes most likely, and I do want you to correct me on them if you spot any. But basically, McNamara wanted the U.S. Armed Forces to basically work together more than ever, and stuff like the Air Force and Navy in terms of aircraft sharing models and stuff. Basically, this is this sort of thinking of commonality also was present during the development of the MBT-7E, and I feel like that's what they are currently trying to do with SEP v4 and other upgrades of vehicles like the trucks, the Bradleys, and stuff like that. So the M1E3 is sort of a departure to that, sort of less of a preparation for the old war and more for the new war. Basically, the E3 focuses on the shortcomings of the Abrams in Ukraine and working based off on that, which is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I am ranting and I don't even know what I'm ranting about. I'm gonna I have put a timestamp for you to skip to if you don't want to listen to these rants, because honestly, again, I'm just going off the top of my head. I have nothing pre-written, and I'm just ranting because I feel like I'm gonna get crucified in the comments if I wouldn't specify it. But yeah, the E3 is definitely a better step forward over the continuation of the steps. So glad to see that. Also, while I'm here, I would like to return to the shell. I mentioned that L27A1 is a anti-ERA shell. Yes, that is true. It is. I don't know all of the specifications, but long story short, the shell is designed to go through the most modern ERA. Now, the reason why I say that the Challenger 2 is unique in this regard is, well, because it is. No other tank has this kind of shell, and I'm gonna put all of these shells on the screen, just so you know which is which. Which nation also has, which nation has which options.
Load squash head. SPAA. 1 o'clock. Range. 1,000. Load armor piercing. Target destroyed. Armor piercing. Loaded.
An open map. Now, the Challenger is famous for something. It's for holding the longest range tank shot in the world, which I don't think it has been beaten.
Crew position. Button up.
Nice
Driver ready.
What
Gunner ready. Load ready.
seriously? What the fuck is this? I'm talking about the game hates me for speaking well of the Terminators. Or, well, speaking the truth about the Terminators. Oh my god, you couldn't even. How bad can you be? Do not take out the goddamn Terminator! Convenient. I ran out of patience and had stuff to do when I was recording, so I paused it and, well, right now I'm finishing it. During this time I managed to get like several Terminator kills with various tanks and various guns, but I cannot show those because reasons. No.
10 o'clock. Range. 800. Target. Artillery strike.
See?
Target destroyed.
That's one less Terminator to worry about. That's one less bitch to worry about.
Armor piercing. Loaded. Elevation drive failed. Armor piercing. Loaded. We've been hit.
Did he just hate me? My question is how, because I took out his turret, unless it wasn't over him. Love it when Gaijin's quote-unquote anti-cheat system turns an enemy invisible. An enemy that I could have shot without any issue, but no. We cannot rescue you being a cheater. I'm not gonna sit here and defend the Gaijin. Gaijin makes a lot of very questionable decisions. Well, one thing I'm going to defend though is the fact that Russian tech tree is absolute dogshit. And I'm still standing by it, and I will forever stand by it. If I had a Terminator, I would play it. But I would only and show just how easy it is to die if the enemy fucking tries. But then again, then the enemy would stop trying, and I would only prove that the tank is overpowered. Oh shit! Jesus Christ, so many things. But the Abrams did absolutely. I think the Abrams did absolutely nothing to me, and then the T80 hit me in my ammunition. Because as I said, the Challenger 2 is basically a heavy tank. Slow, its armor compared to many things is insane. It has recently gotten a spall liners or something like that. I have honestly no fucking clue what these are, but yeah, it has them, and it's kind of really interesting how much stuff Britain has. Like, Britain gets one of probably the most modern shell in the entire game. A shell designed to go through ERA. They get spall liners on their MBTs as one of the only few nations, besides of course Russia and Germany. And people still speak on them. Also, the thermals are pretty insane. Stop that. Now I hear him.
Tracks are replaced.
My arm's now. Maybe? As much as I don't fear the Terminator, I'm more worried that if I commit to attacking the Terminator, something else is gonna come around my ass and blast me. There's something on B, and they just did not care that I killed its teammate. But yeah, the Terminator fired like a missile into me and it did nothing. Blew them out. Peekaboo! Oh, it's poor terms. Yeah, historical accuracy. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I think wait around B until something comes to me, or... Aww, that's cute. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna return back to B and get my loader back, cause this thing does. The one downside of the Challenger is that it does have a pretty long reload, even without even with a loader. I don't know. In my that has to wait. Neither of those things are near me. And I can see the other flashlight. Flashlight, not the other. And it's an Abrams HC. It's the Marine Abrams. Yeah, you can see my fucking antenna, so what? Try and bait him out on my turret. You took my antenna! Real tank, horizontal. The idiot fucking smoke. And I have fucking memory fuse. Am I death retarded?
Oh shit, not good.
Okay, hold it right there. Okay. Jesus Christ, my tank has seen combat. I lost almost all my Dorchesters. Almost all of my crew, my antenna. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm trying to Google on my phone whether the Challenger wasn't direct. Since when did they remove it? What the hell?
Loader ready.
And yeah. Challengers were in Iraq, so in theory they could have seen combat with the T-72s. I know that the legendary shot was made by the Challenger 1. It's not there is no evidence of them seeing T-72, only T-54s and 55s. But I feel like there is a possibility of Challenger 2s meeting the T-72. I am doing a very stupid thing, but this guy has no. Okay, he has permanent. Yes, I'm a. Okay, I find this funny.
Oh, he's surrendering. Okay. No, leave him alone. Hold on, let me let me move him aside. Go ahead. Go ahead and invade. No! Okay, now I'm gonna kill you. It's so fun. Okay, I find this genuinely hilarious. It did cost me a teammate, but I don't care. Worth every second. If I get friendly cast, I am not even going to complain. Can that type 90 cast? Probably not. He could. Probably, I don't know, maybe. But still, even if I got, he threw artillery at me. I think he threw artillery at me. If I die to friendly fire from that type 90, I am not even gonna be mad. I basically got him to die. That container ain't gonna protect you, buddy. Can you fuck off? Can you fuck off?
Machine gun, ready for action.
Somebody is curious about their machine gun being back in action. Oh, it was the poor T-72 was the guy I spared.
The tracks are replaced. Gun in action. Advancing.
I spared and then I
Armor
killed.
piercing loaded.
Yeah. If my teammate wasn't so adamant of fucking killing him, like. Wait, how did he shoot me with heat through a container? Inefficiently, but still. I'm still contemplating streaming on Twitch, by the way. I don't know. Maybe later. I don't have the time right now for Twitch streamer. I barely have time to make YouTube videos, as we saw over a year-long break. Though I do have to say that I did partially start a few videos, but never finished them. One of them was with another British tank, the Tog, which I do want to make, but once I go back because. Directions. Way too many enemies. Okay.
Armor piercing loaded. Armor piercing loaded.
Okay, the helm doesn't fuck me over.
Armor piercing loaded. Advance. Roger, advancing.
That cyanide Faust guy is still going strong. Well, trying to. No, not much he can do. I mean, he can't kill anything in a T-34 if he tries, but yeah, that Ariete and whatever is with it, those. Did he just collat? Did he just collat my two teammates?
Piercing loaded.
Damn. I just find it funny that I heard a 30 mil behind me and I immediately spun around like, oh yeah, that's a BMPT. Just killed my automatic. I just killed the automatic. I am going to slightly assume that it's the stock automatic because if he has APS, he can take him out. Please nobody spawn. Spawn, dynamite clean. Do not have NVD. And you do not notice me.
350. Target destroyed. Armor piercing. Loaded.
And I'm supposed to be scared of that tank. I'm supposed to believe that that tank has 68% win rate. I even know. Yeah, there is another tank. Tanky boo. Okay, don't But I distracted him long enough. And people still want the BMPT even higher. I don't see it. I don't believe that it would be ever capable of facing off against higher tiers. Jesus Christ, I've been recording for way longer than I expected. So many premium Abramses. Oh hey, and 2 fellow challengers. If these 2 challengers know what they're doing, then we're gonna have a cakewalk. I just see how much speed I lost with making a minor adjustment to my hull so that I am in sync with these guys. And it is like a smart move. I need to go for gun depression. Because guess what the Russians don't have?
350. Armor piercing loaded.
What was I about to try to confirm that?
T80.
Yep, shit shot.
400.
He's firing. Yeah, it's not BM60. Despite the T80 is receiving a buff on their reload, if you're firing 3 BM60, it still takes longer. About something to do with the shell dimensions or something, I don't know. I have a new microphone. I don't think I have mentioned it yet. I'm probably gonna put it on the start of the video as a quick warning. But yeah, I got myself a new headset, which is, and this is probably the best headset I ever had. And it's not like, what's the funniest part about this headset is that it is the, and I'm not even kidding, Yankee partnership with, Yankee I think is the company, yeah, Yankee partnership with World of Tanks Commander headset. So yes, I am playing War Thunder with 2 glowing orange World of Tanks logos on the side of my head. Yes, I have 2 glowing World of Tanks logos on the side of my head. I didn't know there was such a dip here. That PKM, or whatever the fuck the machine gun is, sounded way too unclear, way too unmuffled.
I see this one. That was such a bad shot. And he still managed to get it.
Target destroyed. Armor piercing. Loaded.
That just pissed me off. I'm gonna pull up here.
Shut down the engine. Stop the engine.
Damn, a book actually being useful. Yeah, that did not last long, dude.
We've been hit.
I don't know why I was looking so high.
Fire! T-80. 1 o'clock. Ready. 350. Target destroyed. Armor piercing loaded.
That's a better. Where did that come from? Amazing. Yep, I'm being held.
We've been hit.
Eat shit and then die. Oh, that's my shot. I thought it was an incoming missile. Alright, let's go. Let's go try and fuck with the entires. Do a pro gamer move. Yes, even. Yes, I can.
Tank. 1 o'clock.
Punk.
650. Target destroyed.
Just do some challenger
Armor
bullshit.
piercing loaded.
And take out the T90M. So, and a T26! That's a T26! Galio slap. Is this my engine? That's the... No worries, this motherfucker's gonna find us to defend me. Shit. A gun launched. 9M19, 119M1. Okay. So yeah, that was the Challenger. Challenger 2 Test OS. It is slowly becoming my favorite MBT, even beating out the Type series and the Leclerc. Now, while yes, I was playing the premium one, it is just a copy paste of the Tech 3 Challenger 2, 2F, and 2TS. I think all of these get access to. Yeah, L27A1 and the Rochester 3. Pretty much just a copy and paste, so everything that applies for this thing applies for these as well. The 3D I don't know, considering the 3D uses a German gun and does German ammunition. But I think it also counts to the applies to the Black Knight. The 2 export, I don't think it also gets, yeah, so every single Challenger that gets L27A1 So yeah. So once again, that was the Challenger, and yeah, that's about it.